Hello, this is Julie from Bubble Bears class. Thank you for joining me today. Today I just have a very quick and simple little treat bag, or maybe a gift bag. Pop a little bit of jewellery inside, and I'm going to show you how to make this today. To do this you'll need a piece of designer series paper. I'm using the Back to Black, and this needs to measure 8.5 inches by 5.5 inches. I'm now going to bring in the scoreboard, and as always don't worry about any of the sizes or the scoring. Click in the See More and there'll be a link that takes you straight over to this project with all the sizes and measurements there for you. So with your paper in your scoreboard with the long side at the top, we need to score at 1.5, 4, 5.5 and 8. Then rotate your paper so the short side is now at the top, and we score again at 1.5. And that's all the scoring done. Pop this out of the way. We can then come along and just fold all of our score lines and gently run bone folder along. Do that on all of these folds. And then turn over this way, you might be able to see a little bit better. On your paper where you've made your scores, you'll see on the left hand side that you have a very tiny rectangle at the bottom. We need to come along with our scissors and just completely cut this away. So following the score line, straight up with your scissors to this score line that runs across, and just trim that completely away. You're then left with another three score lines, and we're just going to take a cut straight up to the score line that runs across. So following the score lines and trim straight up to the score line that runs across. And that's that all completely done. And then turning over on your narrow line that you've got down here, we're just going to pop some adhesive on. I'm going to use some snail, which is fine because this is paper to paper. So running some sticky strip all the way down that side, we can then close the side of the bag up, so bring this side over and stick that down into place. So we can then close up the bottom, and you'll see that, I don't know if you can see, but obviously you've just closed it so the raw edge now turns towards the back. So the way that you fold it in, bring in two sides, bring up the piece from the back, and then the piece that will be from the front, close down over on the top of that, and then it just keeps all the raw edges to the back of the bag. So I'm just going to pop some snail onto the bottom so we can close that all up. And then that's the bag completely done with the raw edges at the back. Then to close, just gently pinch at the top, and then I'm using the 1/8 hole punch. I'm just going to pop a hole just in the top, in the centre, like that. And then I've got a couple of pieces of ribbon. I've got a little bit of red satin ribbon. I'm just going to trim this into more of a point so that I can threadle it through the hole that I've just made. So threadling your ribbon through, just bringing that up. I've then got a piece of black ribbon that I'm going to pop around the red, and I'm going to try and tie it into a bow. Oops, tie that into a bit of a knot first, pulling it in tight, then tying into a bow. do that, just pull down just so it closes the bag up tighter. And then taking your scissors, oops, pretty up your ends. And then your top bit, again, just cut down shorter so that it looks pretty on the top. And then we can go on and do some stamping. So taking a piece of Whisper White, and today I'm using the Around Array stamp set, which unfortunately is retiring, and I'm using the Thank You stamp down here, and I'm also going to use some Smoky Slate ink. So just stamping, oops, one of these out, and then using the 7/8 inch scallop circle, just punch that out. Put that to one side. I've then got some of the Real Red cardstock, and using the large scallop oval, I'm just going to punch one of these out. And then using the 1 3/4 inch by 7/8 inch oval punch, I'm taking some of the matching Designer Series paper and punching one of these out. And then I also have another piece of the Real Red cardstock, and this measures 1/2 inch by 2.5 inches. And just using my scissors, I'm just taking a straight cut into the end, and then I'm just bringing it up to a point to make a banner on both sides. Turn it around, do exactly the same on the other side. There we go, and then we can start building this all together. So on the back of your Designer Series paper oval, just run some glue on the back and then centralise that onto the scallop oval, like that. Excuse me. And then on the back of the banner, just take a couple of dimensionals, stick that on, and then just centralise that across the oval. Another dimensional onto the back of your sentiment, pop that into the centre, and then another couple of dimensionals onto the back of the whole thing. Bring your bag back in, and then, oops, just stick that onto your bag. And that's it. That's how quick and simple this is, but quite elegant, nice looking for a little gift of some sort. So I do hope that you have enjoyed this tutorial today. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye bye.